Hello, Dungeon fans. Saturday night. Tonight we are playing the Apocrypha Adventure Card Game. The mission is still. Okay, let's back up. Last week we suffered a defeat. Frank Block, our new character, a rogue cop from Chicago, found himself in unfamiliar territory, very unfamiliar territory, dealing with unfamiliar problems and unfamiliar monsters, and just outside of Vegas, or in the Vegas area. It got so bad for him that he needed to call a friend, the only person he knows in the world who is anything like him, who quite possibly gets him. He put out a call, and he slunk back and hid out in a hotel for a little bit, uh, hoping this person would answer. Frank calls a friend. She was just about to pack up with Dr. Z's and Sam to go up north. They had gotten a call Sam had gotten a call from a person he knew that was experiencing a resurgence of monster activity, just as everyone they know is experiencing this surge of monster activity across the United States. So when Gabrielle got the message from Frank, she was relieved because she didn't want to be going up north. She can't stand the cold. She wants to go. I mean, going to Vegas sounds awesome to her. But also, it became a very practical matter. She sat down and talked to Zeus and Sam right away. Zeus had gotten off the phone with Evangeline, and Evangeline had told him they were on their way to the CDC in Atlanta, and he doesn't know how that ended up, but he was suspecting after they had talked that they were there to they were tracking down and going to meet the novum of the the group they called the physicians. Now, Zeus, Sam, and Gabrielle had themselves met the novum of the golems, and kind of nullified that whole situation. They hoped Evangeline and her new friend Savannah had kind of neutralized the physicians. At least they hoped. They're waiting to hear back. The resurgence up north got them worried that there was the Zeus just refers to them as death itself. That's all. Any kind of writing, any kind of stories he's heard in the past, death itself dwells up north. So they were going to go up north, but with Frank calling and leaving a message, they didn't. Zeus and Sam don't know Frank all that well. Gabrielle knows him like biblically, and if you catch my drift, and if he's in Las Vegas and he's dealing with a certain types of creatures there, or Zeus knows that in that area the monsters run a little bit more demonic, and and in fact he's quite positive the things that he's researched and found out that the types of things that hold sway there in Las Vegas are the type that probably hold sway everywhere and contractually. He doesn't know how far that goes, but he knows that the deals between all the Novum and the reason why they're not all at each other's throats are because of deals and contracts that have come out of the creatures and those that live and rule in the Las Vegas kind of area. Um, so having Frank there and Gabrielle be able to go help him is practically very helpful, a very good idea. So I'm gonna do this. So tonight, Gabrielle, within 24 hours of getting Frank's message, is on her bike and hits the highway and heading to, well, she probably flies. It'd probably make more sense flying. I don't know how long it takes on a motorcycle to go from Seattle area. Well, actually, you know, it can't take that far. And they weren't necessarily in Seattle per se. For sake of dramaticism, I think that's a word. For sake of the story, we're going to say that Gabrielle jumped on her bike. Within a few days, she meets up with Frank in a hotel outside of Vegas. After after the reunion, um, Frank tells her the situation. He's looking for a kid named Jerome who was a um, was a partner's ex-partner's kid who got sucked up in something. Frank knows that could smell it on him that it was the type of things that he hunts. Frank's got his own kind of names and stuff for him. He calls them skinwalkers, but he said these things are different. He's not quite sure about them. Frank's always lived his whole life of being a saint in Chicago, hunting monsters, being a cop, doing that thing. He hasn't been around like Gabriella has, and Gabrielle kind of fills him in and lets him know that there's been quite a big resurgence of monster related activity throughout the United States, and they're worried that all the major players are all working towards some kind of really big, she hates to say the word apocalypse, but it's working towards something big and nasty. And this what's happening in this area could be just another part of that, another facet of that. And she needs his help now. So he didn't expect that. He called her for her help, and she got there and said, "We all need your help, and especially me. We need to figure this part out. Let's find your friend and your friend's son, and then see what else is going on here in town." So, long story short, we are replaying. We lost this mission, the Role of a Lifetime. It's a hybrid mission, Damned and Fae. It's the books of the Damned and the books of the Book of the Fae, and it has 3 locations. The festival. Okay, so the story of what brought Frank here. There's a certain carnival of sorts going on outside of a casino. The I forget what the name of the casino is. Not a famous one. An outlier sea-level casino in Vegas. And then there's the Red Rock Canyon, which is the desert here. Who knows what's going on out there? So Frank didn't make it very far. He had kind of searched the casino looking for Jerome, and then made it to the rally, but didn't get much farther after that. Gabrielle and Frank, after Frank kind of fills her in, I mean, this is still going on. Everything he had found out, he had done some cursory kind of investigative work prior to her while he was waiting for her to get there, and this thing was only gonna be there for another week, but just enough time for Frank and Gabrielle to check it out. I think Gabrielle's gonna be going first. That's how we're gonna roll it. Gabrielle is stacked up with a bunch of. She's got 3 enduring fragments and some fleeting fragments, so she's kind of leveled up. Frank has got a death. He's got a death slotted. I'm gonna tell you, I haven't quite figured out. All right, so the next book is gonna be The Damned. Next week, oops. I know I said I was gonna do that this week, and I apologize because I realized, from a story standpoint, Frank wouldn't let. I wasn't gonna skip this mission when Frank was looking for somebody that he doesn't care for very many people, and he's looking for this kid. He doesn't want anything to happen to him, so we couldn't just walk away from this mission as a loss. So calling Gabriella, it made much more sense that we'd play this mission again, see if what we find out, introduce Gabriella as his teammate, and then next week I'm going to start the Damned book. And I'm not quite sure how to play it yet. Not quite sure how to play the concept of the way I'm understanding these demons work. Well, the damned, not so much demons. Some of them might be demons, but everything's a deal to them. Okay, here's Frank. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And Gabriella. I need to shuffle her. Alright, so Gabriella is... when she have that... Oh, I like Gabriella's gift. I mean, not gift, her powers. She can recycle 1 gift matching her skill to add +1. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. +1 comes in so handy. So often. Hello, blunderbuss. Okay. Take me to this festival, Gabrielle says. No, wait, other way around. And have the cards right side up. Don't be a heathen. Everything's set. Let's do it. This is great too. So I'm enjoying, I think for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be playing 2 characters per book. Gabrielle and Frank have found their partnerships. And Sam and Zeus will be heading up north in the future. We will see Savannah and Evangeline again later. This is great for Gabriella because she's got the bike, right? And she has the little car, sidecar that Zeus would ride in. When she motioned for Frank again, he's like, I'm not riding in that. So they took it off, and he's on the back of her. He sits behind her, and so they pull up to the rally. It's just about 5 in the evening. Sunset's gonna hit an hour or two. It's not super busy, and they wanted to get there before the crowd got there. It's busy enough, but it's not as busy as when the tourists come out at night. That's when the freaks come out. We're going to draw an omen. It'll be Gabrielle's turn, and boom. Omar of Hope. Glamour. Flip your Nexus to Hope and investigate it, and evaluate when charming or reverse a Fey card. You may flip 1 die. Okay. Sure. We'll play that one. Alright. Huh. Well, let's roll. So, body or mind? Mind. I'm also mixing in all the mutations this time around. Last episode, I just had the Fey and the Damned mutations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need a 12-sided. I'll just roll 2 6s. Okay. Okay. She can get this bruiser using her mind or her body. We'll roll body. No, this is going to be a mind check because I know what this is going to mean. This is going to set Gabrielle's attitude as she's walking in this place. It's got charm and strike. She's got charm for 1. Four, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Okay. Okay. So Gabrielle goes walking in this. She assumes a more open kind of look to it. She doesn't get hard. No bruiser mentality. She hasn't. Oh, let's check out her hand. So she has. Oh, light's acting weird tonight. She's got picks, protection pour, Blunderbuss, which is pretty sweet. She got them snake scan boots. Looking good, girl. All right, Omen of Hope, Righteous Anger. She's not going to play this Omen of Hope. We're going to pass the turn to Frank. So how's Frank feeling walking in here? Gut punch. Oh, great. Oh, this should be flipped over, by the way. What's Frank got? Frank's got some bones, a Halligan bar, pearl-handled revolver, and a couple omens of doom. So he's bringing the doom with him. I gotta admit, I like Gabrielle and Frank as a pair. They're, yeah, they have a lot of chemistry. I'll put that way. He's gonna play Gut Punch. Gonna flip this over. Can I use Mind or Rage? Oh, confront using Mind or Rage. Use the lower virtue of your Mind or Rage. Red caps. Okay. They'll die if their hats dry out. So kindly stop bleeding on them. Okay. So they go walking into this. They're walking in. Like I said, there isn't a whole lot of people. Frank's got his cop eyes on. He's checking. He's sweeping, checking things out. He sees something. He looks behind him. He gets a feeling. He looks behind him, and he sees something move behind a tent. And this is like this is out a little bit in the desert, just outside of the Red Canyon. Uh, so it's a little off the side of the road kind of deal. There's lots of tents set up, big ones, small ones, and maybe a main thoroughfare through the middle of it, where people are hawking goods, like tiny, smaller booths and stuff like that. And then there's bigger booths where there's gambling and other kind of weird stuff going on, games and such. And he sees something duck in between some tents when he looks behind him, and he starts walking back while Gabrielle's looking this way. He starts walking back, thinking maybe somebody's trying to follow him, and he peeks around looks around the in between two tents, and he just sees these. They look like really much larger garden gnomes. They're like not garden gnomes like this, but more like this kind of thing. There's a few of them, and then he looks back around and he goes walking in between them, starts reaching into his reaching in to grab his gun, and that's when the statues that weren't statues kind of come to life on him. Initiate balance one raged. Okay, so the Fae, the Book of the Fae, their whole gig. It'll be interesting doing this book. They yeah, they have all these dexterity things going on. So like this one, you got to initiate balance one rage die on your head until terminate. Otherwise, in terminate, suffer its result in rage damage. So this should be fun. This is fun. There we go. All right. Balance until this is easy because I got a big head. I say it's easy, but we'll see how easy it is. All right. So these guys come to life on him. He hears a giggle and he hears a few snickers, and he turns around, and there's nobody there. But then suddenly these things are jumping on him. Let's see. He's gonna do rage, right? Yeah, for sure. Where's the other? Oh, the other rage die's on my head. Okay, well he's got 4. It'll be a bonus die. Sense. Oh, I love Frank. He's got sense. He's got a sense there. It's 3 reds and a couple whites. He needs a 12. I don't think we're going to do anything else. I think this is what, oh wait. One of his powers, a symbol using rage, recycle 1 card, add 1 rage die. totally. I'm going to recycle this Omen of Doom that I got and add a rage die. There we go. Rolling. This is not the greatest for. Oh, I didn't mutate this. Why didn't I mutate this? Okay, so that looks bad, but I got bones. Discard this to re-roll one die, then trash one die. Oh, wait, what's she got going on here? Nothing. Let's try. Let's try it. We're gonna re-roll one die and then trash one die. It's a 4. Excellent. And trash this one. Now 5, 3, and 4 is 12, which is what we needed. So he starts kicking. He's kicking, and he hears something behind him, and he takes a gamble and turns and hits it with his elbow, and sure enough, it's one of these garden gnome things. Hits it, falls back, and crashes in a tent, and Gabrielle comes running in, or comes walking in. She's much tougher than she's not gonna come running in. I think I can wait all the way to terminate. Yeah, it's done. It's done. You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Frank's other powers: win versus a threat. Discard one card. Examine the top card of the clock. If it's omen, draw it. All right, I will discard the. Wait, I used the bones. This is what he just used, bones, to re-roll one of those dice. That was a discard. I'm gonna discard Halligan Bar. Let's draw this. It is an omen. He goes like, yeah, nothing. And then she looks and she sees something scamper off. So, all right, look, we gotta stick together, she says. Yeah, no, yeah. I know you don't work with partners. What? You got a partner now, and you stay with me. All right. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4. Frank only has 4 cards in his hand. All right, Gabrielle. Flipping this to hope. Symbol versus a threat. Add 1 bonus die. Look at this guy. Havoc. The freaks come out at night, the old wisdom says. Pray they go back in by dawn. Yeah, right. What's his shirt say? Snails, no. Smile, no. Okay. Evaluate. For each die showing a 1, suffer 1 rage damage. Oh. Damage. Bury the damage. Okay. The rally's power for hope is confront using mind. You may use rage instead. Doesn't matter. Alright, yeah, we're gonna 12 seems I'm not rolling super great, so I'm gonna have to start mutating. Okay. So Gabrielle kind of gives him the business, and they both turn to go out and almost run over this little dude, who looks up at him and said, "Why are you messing with my friends? Why? Huh? Why are you messing with my friends?" And he pushes Gabrielle, which is a big no-no. So it's going down. She's going to use... she's with Frank. She's going to use Rage. 3. Yeah, because... oh, that's great. His assemble using Rage, recycle 1 card, add 1 Rage die works for everybody. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I'm gonna recycle a card. Add a rage die. Her rage is 3, and then wicked and sense. She doesn't have any sense. Does she? No. No. She ain't got no sense. She got any cards to play? Nothing that have sense in it. Oh wait, that's Frank's. She has tools to play. Oh. I'm just gonna. I really don't want to mutate this card or any card forever. Screw it. We're gonna mutate. All right. I'm gonna find out which mutation we're using. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sly. That's a new one. Roll 1 die. I'm missing Savannah and being able to discard dice and trash them and stuff. 2, win versus a non-true threat. Shuffle it into their nexus. You son of a... All right. All right, she's going to roll 4. She gets to re-roll 3. 5, 11, 12, 13. Right, for each die showing a 1, suffer 1 rage damage. Well, guess what? I guess I bury it too. He's pushing her, and he pushes her, and Gabrielle goes and grabs him, and he like screeches out. He's like, "Ah!" And he hits her, and she like, and it hits her in the face, and then she throws him, and she throws him pretty hard. He hits like a table and maybe like a canister of something, and then he gets up, and actually he doesn't get up. He falls, and she looks at and Frank looks at her as like. They look back and he's gone. Sly little MFer. Okay. So she walks over to the little to where she had thrown him, and she's looking around, and all of a sudden she hears ah boom, and he jumps on her back. People are just walking by. Some people stop and they're like clapping. They think it's a show. Everything's a show in here. So and then Frank shoulders by and gets up in there. Oh, she needed to take a rage damage, so there's that. I gotta remember I can add a bonus die. We are not gonna mutate this guy. 3. Bonus die. All right. Add your rage dice. Frank's gonna whip out the murder board. Murder board. Add a rage die. We're gonna roll with this. Not the mutate. And that's 13. So he's on her back, and she stops, reaches back, and he's like, "Arr!" And she just grabs him by like she grabs him by his ears. He starts screaming as she picks him up, and she slams him down on the ground. And everybody's like, "Whoa, whoa, wow, wow!" She looks. People are filming it with their phones, obviously. It's not getting back up. Oh, did I roll any 1s? Of course I did. All right, I rolled a 1, which means I'm gonna take damage. Shoot. She lost her picks. I was kind of hoping to keep that. That is his. All right, so this thing's laying on the ground, and she kind of couldn't tell, but she kind of feels like maybe she heard a crunch when it hit the ground, and people are like filming, like whoa, and so she looks at Frank, and they're like, they just get the look. We got to get the hell out of here, so that they go walking as fast as they can out of there. Moving on to the next piece. She's gonna draw back up. Pass it over to Frank. Omen of Doom, Poverty. That's a big hand. That's a big hand I got going on there. I don't know why that white light's acting so funky today. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Hello there. Now, that's weird, isn't it? Today started out weird, and it is continuing to be weird and just rough. Hold on 1 second. This is bugging me. If today wants to be weird, I'm rolling with it. I don't like that. Kind of better. Kind of better. You stop. Better. Okay. Sorry. Frank drew an Omen of Doom, Poverty. Okay, Frank. Okay, Frank. Something familiar. Soul Gift. Alright, we're going to roll to see if, let's see, Soul. Oh, Frank's Soul is a 1. He'll be rolling 1 die. Body, his body's 3. He needs to get a 15. Ally and Charm. He doesn't, an ally. He doesn't have any charm either. Would Gabrielle help him? No. Alright, we gotta roll 15. I don't think he's gonna get a friend. Nope. Alright, he's gonna draw back up. Okay. He drew up. Now it is Gabrielle's turn. She drew an Omen of Hope. We're flipping back and forth from hope. Gabrielle is feeling it. She's enjoying the night air. It's warm. Seattle wasn't super warm, but she had been preparing herself for going up north, further up into Canada and stuff, and she's just not a cold person. She's enjoying the night. The starlight even. Alright, flip your next to hope and examine 1. Awesome. What is Minion 1? Minion 1. Ooh. Step right up. Step right up. Frank, she hears Frank go, hey. That's him. Outside of one of the tents is a barker. Nothing too special looking about him. He's got the typical barker gear on. Gabrielle would probably just walk right by him. But as she's paying attention to him, watching him, and then he looks over at her and she sees his eyes. Maybe they're completely black with a little bit of specks of red that flow across them. And suddenly she feels this urge to see whatever's inside the tent. She shakes that off pretty easily. Wombwell. She's got to suffer, actually, the way he looks at her, she's got to suffer soul damage equal to the number of contracted cards she has. She does not have any contracted cards, so she takes no soul damage, but she does get a little bit of an internal shudder. This guy is going to be a little squirrely. Body and soul. Wicked and conjure. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? What's she got? Enduring fragments. She can flip one die, then trash 3 dice. She can discard any number of cards, upgrade that number of dice, showing a number higher than the number of cards in your hand. Interesting. Then she could draw 1 card, recycle 1 card if she sacrifices it. Okay. Alright, she's pretty good body. It's time to go up there and ask this guy some questions. Has he seen a fellow named Jerome? We're going to have to mutate him. Sly's going to go on top. We're going to roll 2 dice, see which mutation we get. 3 is 1, 2. The mutation is resolute. Ooh, 6. Evaluate. You may gamble 1 die. Okay. If I remember correctly, that means you can put down a card, roll a die. If you... Wait, no, that's not how that goes. Gambling is a new mechanic introduced in The Damned. So it's something we're going to have to get to know if we're going to do this right. And oh boy, are we going to do this right. Even if today is weird. It is weird. Gambling. Cards in this chapter may let you tempt fate by allowing you to re-roll dice in the trash step. When you are told to gamble a certain number and evaluate in the trash step, re-roll that number of dice, then immediately trash all odd dice you gambled. Okay. Powers that affect re-rolling trash dice can be used when gambling, but cannot gamble dice you already gambled in that step. Alright, so if I roll odds, we have to delete them. Trash them. Fine. You may gamble 1 die. Okay. Alright, so it is mutated. He'll be able to help with 3 dice. She'll be able to reroll 3. Does he have any cards that he can send over her way? No. He's got a bunch of a symbol using rage. Oh. She's gonna strut up there. Wombwell, even being a damned, can't help but notice the snakeskin boots. It's gonna boost her body. Yeah. Then got a marked deck. The marked deck, mutate, discard may assist. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, this is it. 4 dice, man. 4 dice. And there's no bonus dice here. There's gotta be something else we can do. No, there isn't. We're rolling them. What's this doing? Using mind, you may use rage instead. No, we got 2 5s, a 1, and a 2. Okay, I can. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Let's see. Symbol. Assemble, evaluate versus using rage. No. We have 15, 10, 12. We need 16. Oh, wait, we get to reroll. First, we get to reroll. We'll reroll these two. All we need is a 6. That's all. Just need a 6. Okay, I really want to flip that die. Is there anything that allow me to flip it? So she's got the one that'll flip one die, then trash 3 dice. That's gonna suck. Oh. Okay, motion machine. All right, she has an enduring fragment called the motion machine. During the evaluate step, which we're doing right now, she can discard any number of cards. She can upgrade that number of dice, showing a number higher than the number of cards in her hand. I want to upgrade these two. If I can upgrade 6, 6 is 12 is 15, 6, 6, 4, I will do it. That means I got to discard 3 cards. I think it's worth it. 1, 2, 3. So she's going to discard 3 cards, leaves her with 1 card. 5, 5, and 3 are all greater than 1. She had discard 3 cards, so she can upgrade 3 dice. She can upgrade this to 6, a 6, and a 4. So she walks up to him. She like saunters. Well, she does this. Gabrielle's got this way of walking that that lets you know that she knows exactly how good she looks when she does it, but you also know that you're probably on the edge of being physically hurt in some way, physically hurt or even worse. It's not even a kick your ass vibe. It's a holy shit, this is a very dangerous person vibe. But the cool thing is, it's not. That isn't the sexy part at all. Everything else is the sexy part. But anyway, so she comes walking up to Wombwell. There's a couple people in front of him, trying to get tickets from him or whatever, listening to him go on, and he just shoos them in. And she comes up, and she looks into his eyes, and they're like just deep, 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 deep darkness, flecks of red going in and out of them, almost mesmerizing. But because she's different than most people, she's not drawn into him like most people are. And he says, well, 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 have you ever thought of a job in show business? You are just something special. She says, I'm looking for somebody, and you're going to tell me where I can find him. Everybody's looking for somebody. Everybody's looking for something. What is it that you're looking for? I desperately want to help you. She says, we're looking for a boy named Jerome. We think he joined your whatever this is. She gets up, when she's saying this, she gets up right in his personal space. He didn't expect that because she's not really affected by his eyes. She gets right up in his special place, right up in his business, and it's his turn. Like he's finding himself more bewitched than he was expecting her to be bewitched, and I don't know if Gabrielle has a little fae in her or a little something, but she's definitely definitely got a little saint in her. So he stumbles for the first time practically ever, with her being this close and him not quite sure what to say. And he's like, right inside. You find him right inside. Or actually, better yet, the person you're looking for, darling, is right inside. The person who can help you find Jerome is right inside this tent. And she gets up really close to him and says, thank you very much. And then when she moves away from him, he's like, But whoa, wait. Is there what can I do for you? I want to do something for you. He's forgotten that he already did. There's no contract to be had. She got what she wanted without him exacting his, and he didn't realize till a few minutes later that he didn't get anything out of the deal. And he tells himself resolutely he will exact his pound of flesh at some point, and that gets him kind of all swept up in the fantasy. But we walk into the tent. Okay, so hold on, actually. Yeah, we're gonna walk into the tent, and the thing is, we need to sanctify. We need to guard or seal this, right? We need to seal it, and is he gonna escape and go somewhere? Oh no, we're contracting him. That's right. She's contracting him. So contracting is another mechanic of the damned book, where um, when you defeat a damned threat, you, or sometimes, depending on the rules and the card, you do what's called contracting them. You enter a contract with them of sorts. You slot them, which means you put them in one of the 8 slots around your character card, if there's room. And then while we have this contract, and when we mutate versus a damned or fey card, we're going to add 1 mutation die for each threat contracted that shares a chapter keyword with the confronted threat. So we have to add more dice when we go mutating, because that your contract figures into the whatever you're going to be doing. That said, because we defeated a minion A, I believe, in this one, we can go to closing it. Where is my cards? Oh, here you are. Minion A, win, may go to Sanctify. Okay, we're going to Sanctify. Sanctify says confront the Fey true threat, the Wild Hunt. Did I pull this out beforehand? No, of course not. It's today. It's this terrible, weird day. So, let's find the Wild Hunt. When they enter the tent, hey Heroic, how's it going, man? I'm having a day, man. Hopefully we can end this better than it started. You want true threats. Nope. Okay. Faye. Now, I want to. This is an important thing that's about to happen for the story. I'm not quite absolutely sure how important right now. Well, no, I know how important. I just don't know what it's going to mean or what's going to come about because of it. When they walked into this tent, Womwell tells her, I don't know if I can tell you, but the people and the person inside this tent can. When she goes in, it's not anything what they expect. The tent feels much bigger than it felt outside. Um, it almost feels like a whole other world. It's it's as if it shares the same lighting, like the sun is in there. She actually looks up to see if there's a roof to this. Maybe there's no roof to it, and there's indeed a roof. They are in a tent, but it's super big, vast, and there's a lot of there's people. It's almost like walking into, if if you ever walked into a rave, the the or a concert. There's a lot of smoke, and almost like a fog, and you see shapes of people, and their backs are to you, and they're watching something. And as she comes walking in the tent, the music isn't. Wait, yeah, the music is electronic. Yeah, and as she's looking, the people shapes kind of thin out as she keeps walking through it. And ahead of her, she sees. At first, she's thinking, "Are those heads of horses or some kind of animal head?" And sure enough, as she gets up, there isn't a stage and there isn't a DJ and this music's coming, but there's these men. There's a man on a horse, and there's other men riding around him in and on motorcycles. And the motorcycle guys are whipping by and they're grabbing people and putting them. And the people seem to be just kind of almost like not lifeless, but they're not. They're just allowing themselves to be grabbed and taken. They don't even seem to be getting a joy out of it. And then the motorcycle go around, and it disappears in the smoke in the back. And another one comes around, and it's a different motorcycle. And the man on the horse is just watching everything. And then he turns, and when Gabrielle kind of walks up, Gabrielle and Frank, they walk up a little bit closer. His head swings and locks onto Gabrielle, and she swears. He looks right in her eyes, and she realizes that she's not. This person isn't human, and in fact, she doesn't realize it yet. She'd be a lot more afraid if she did. But especially Frank. Frank has no idea what he's, but he really does no idea. Gabrielle feels it. He feels it. This is something else. Uh, I'm trying to decide if we're going to have Frank fight this guy, or is say initiate body sense the saint with the lowest result confronts the threat instead, ignoring this power. Oh, well, let's do that. We'll roll. That'll determine who's facing what. This is all just to close this down. Body sense. Her body is 3. She has no sense. She rolls 10. Frank has 3 body. He has sense. Yeah, okay. Dang. It is Gabriella facing this guy. Frank has no idea what's going on. You know what's funny? This isn't the light. This is the camera that's struggling today. Okay, well, here's the cool thing. I think this is cool. Yeah, this is cool. Gabrielle has this left. If you remember, these are the blunderbusses she found in the overturned antique truck, and in the middle of a deserted intersection at like 2 in the morning in Seattle. She fell in love with them the moment she saw them. There's 2 of them. One of them she doesn't have. It's discarded. Okay, I guess we're gonna do, let's see, 15, 12 for body. This thing, a symbol versus threat. Discard, add 1 rage die. If you're skilled in strike, they may also add 1 mind or soul die. Kick ass. We're gonna do body. Body. She's gonna use this. She's going to discard it to add 1 rage die, and she's skilled in strike, so she's going to add a mind die. Sure. And then it's a strike. She's got strike. She's going to add a bonus die. And I so badly don't want to. I don't want to mutate. I want to finish this. We're going to finish it. Let's roll and we'll figure out what she does. Okay. All we need is a 12. All we need is a 12, ladies and gentlemen. One of these bikes comes whipping around. She walks out. And the guy comes up, and he looks like, and as he gets closer, she can tell he's like vaguely human. His face, the guy, the rider on the bike, his motorcycle, his face is a little bit more withdrawn, piercing, almost crazy, glowing blue eyes. And he laughs. He goes to grab her, and she just hits him as hard as she can with her blunderbuss. Just bam! And his bike goes woof, 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 and skids out, and people move out of the way. And when she does that, the guy, the dude on the bike, I know the bike, the guy on the horse, he like the horse rears up, and he stares at her. And this is the important part, because something's going to happen between something needs to pass between Gabriella and this guy, this leader of the Wild Hunt. He something does pass. She sees something in him. He manages to, I don't know if it's telepathic or something, but she's been added to a list. Um, yeah, the and sometime in the future, the Wild Hunt's going to be coming for her. Uh, you done got noticed is basically what the Wild Hunt, the leader of the Wild Hunt, says to her, and it turns on his horse and rides off into this electronic music, boom, 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 mist, and the bikes go, and the guy who was, she looks over the guy who had fallen off the bike, he's gone, um, and the bike's gone, and then a few minutes later, people start milling around, kind of shiftlessly, just kind of moving through the thing, and then the music keeps going, but nobody's really dancing or anything. And 20 minutes later, everyone's going to be dancing in the tent because it's just going to revert back to kind of a rave. So, well done, Gabriella. But now Gabriella has been noticed by the Wild Hunt. Um, yeah, I want to make a Witcher 3 reference, but I don't remember what her name is. What's the what's the girl's name? And it'll come to me. Um, okay, so that means we have closed this, and this is what's going to happen now. Um, there is another minion. Wait, this is not a master. These aren't masters. They're just minions. So wondering if, or did I already check that? And, escaping. Sanctify. Sealing. You say search the Nexus for any master archetypes, and you find it, set them aside, sacrifice all the other cards in the Nexus. If you find any master archetypes, shuffle them together and put them back in the Nexus. Right. And I'm pretty sure the structures are not. Gotcha. All right, yep, it's sealed. Who the hell was that? Frank says. Gabrielle's, I don't know, but I have this feeling we're going to see him again. Let's go. As they go out, it's starting to get dark. Wombwell is, he's nowhere to be seen. Oh, I didn't mutate, so I didn't have to worry about that. Okay, good. Discard this. We're heading. Wombwell said that the person she needed that would tell her where Jerome was in the tent. And the people that were in the tent were these people who were grabbing people and taking them off on bikes. So Gabrielle and Gabrielle says, I don't know, but I think I'm going to be seeing him again. Come on. They head to the back. In the back is a lone little DJ booth. People still milling about. And the flaps of are kind of torn and ragged in the back of the tent. and she's looking down on the ground, and she sees motorcycle tracks going out of the tent. And as her and Frank come out the back of the tent, all they see is like the night has fallen and just desert going back. Uh, there's a guy back there smoking a cigarette, and he sees them. He's like, "Ain't nothing but the canyon back there." She's like, "Do you see? Do you see what? The bikes? Yeah, they went that way. They sure did. Don't ever ask me about that again." We're heading into the desert. Do you think they took Jerome? I don't know. You got a better idea? Um, no. Let's go. Okay. Gabrielle is pretty low on cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really hope she's got something that heals. No, she doesn't. All right, Frank, draw a card. Oh, geez. Nimmergar. Nimmergar. Okay. The Shoshone called them little people whilst they still had tongues. Oh. So, they head off into the desert night. Um, they get out a little further where they're out of the kind of the circle of the tents. If they turn back, they could see, the the festival still going on. Uh, maybe about 100 feet. And they turn back, and Gebra's like, "Oh, I don't have a flash. Do you have a flashlight?" It's like, "No, I can see the moon." And they look up, and he's looking up, and he look down at the trail, and they hear a whistle, and Gabrielle's, "Get down!" She grabs him and she pulls him down as something whizzes by over his head. And she hears a soft crunch of feet hitting the ground coming at her. Initiate. Display one non-ally gift. Win. Discard the gift. Lose. Shuffle the gift into your nexus. Okay. All right. So this is Frank. Frank is going to display this paper birds that he picked up last week. He's not quite sure why he has it. Okay. Soul. Soul. Remember what I told you about Frank? All right. He's got a one soul die, and he has one. He's got one die for sense. You know what? We're not going to put that card down. We're going to put Jacob's Ladder down. That's the one he's going to display. Non-ally gift. Because we're going to use these paper birds, boy. A symbol. Toss your hand into the air. For each card that lands face down, add one mind die. I got 3 cards in my hand. Told you about these fey cards. All right, here we go. All right, 2 of them laid face down. That's 1 mind die. 1, 1. And sacrifice the paper birds. Fine. Gone. Alright, symbol using rage. Evaluate using rage. That's all he's got. That's all his tricks. He's got 4 dice. Okay, Gabriella has bones. What's this over here? Transfer body, resist 14 if you fail. You cannot move. Okay. Are we going to mutate? We should mutate. we're gonna have to mutate. 2 dice. 3. 1, 2. Perverse. Perverse. 6. Cool. A symbol may treat a symbol as on this step. Oh, that means Gabriella can assemble as well. I don't know if it's actually. Hmm. Ain't nothing she can do. So whatever. Let's do it. We can re-roll 2 dice. He's 13. That's nice. 6, 9, 10, 11. We can re-roll 2. We're going to re-roll these 2. There we go. There we go. Did I miss anything? No, 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 no. So, Frank, he got down and he hears his feet coming and he just kind of closes his eyes and he waits, and when it's close enough, he strikes out. Um, how do you kill him with soul? Yeah. Gabrielle, okay, we're going to introduce something like kind of like with Susanna. Gabrielle has her hand on his shoulder, and when he's hearing this, and his first thought is he's gonna take care of this with his fist, but he knows they've got bow or something. He doesn't have. Oh, he does have his gun, but something else happens with Gabrielle's hand on him. Something about the saints being in close contact kind of wakes up stuff in him. It almost acts as a catalyst or amplifier for each other. He goes out to he reaches out and he surprises himself because he reaches out without his gun. He like reaches in to grab his gun. He's gonna pull it out. He's listening to the thing, whatever's running up on him, and for some reason he feels this warmth of Gabrielle's hand on him. He feels this the his that's what it is. His partner. He's got his partner that he's got in his head, and it's really his saint side, the saint power side of him. It's always told him what's going on and what and who's who and what's what. And this time, with Gabrielle kind of touching him, the voice is pretty confident. The voice is like, "Here, I'm going to show you something new. Don't." And what he meant was, "Don't bring out the hand or bring out the gun." So he reaches out. Frank whips his hand out without the gun, trusting his partner. And what runs into his hand, he grabs it and he feels this flash. And when he looks, he goes like this, and this thing is like a little he's never seen anything like it before. Something like this here with a little furry elf-like thing with pointed ears, but a murder in its eyes, red glaring eyes. But when he hits it, he just puts it, and what he does is just banish it. It's just poof, and it kind of bursts back and bursts into all these little things. And he felt that come from him, this kind of power from Gabrielle to him, but it woke up in him. And he stands up and he's like, "What the fuck was that?" And Gabrielle's like, I don't know. I don't know. She's not sure either. This is all stuff that the saints are starting to feel, are starting to figure out. Things that most saints throughout the centuries work by themselves, not together. They don't even know what they are and what they're doing. All they just kind of get, always fate always makes them, throws them in with monsters, whatever monsters those are, and because of who they are, what they do, they end up fighting against them, struggling against the monsters and the creatures and the evil. And so this strange times where the Novum are all working, all these groups of creatures are working together to cause an apocalypse, are bringing the saints together, and the saints are finding things out about themselves that they didn't know. Um, Especially how together they're even more powerful and can do more, actually more supernatural things. Like Frank's always taking care of his problem with his gun, and knowing, and well, silver bullets, but um, still, it was, it's a weapon, a physical weapon. This kind of power thing is very new to all of them. I don't know what that was. Uh, no, I mean what I did. I know what you meant, she says. I know what you meant, and I don't know what the fuck that was either. Okay. You think there's any more? No. No. All right, let's keep going. We shuffle a gift into your nexus. Okay. I'm glad he only gets 4 cards at a time because he's running low, and so is she. All right. Gabriella has a fistful of omens. Um, Omen of doom, omen of formation, downgrade, even virtue dice. Okay. She's gonna play omen of doom, feedback, trash the highest mind die. Flying rats. Oh boy, this is kind of fun. They don't go 20 feet without hearing wings. Is that is that bats? Frank says, as the first one comes flying down at his face, and he sees that it's not rats. They don't even have wings. I mean, it's not bats. They don't even have wings. It's like, what the fuck? It's a flying rat. I think Gabrielle and Frank are going to be a lot more vulgar than we used to. Oh, wait, flying rats is a body. I thought they were a threat. They're a gift. Yeah, but nothing changed. We hear bats, and it turns out to be flying rats. Maybe. 8 body, 11 rage. You know what? Hold on one second. I know what's going on here, I think. That's better. That's better. Much better. Okay. Alrighty. Flying rats. What is this anyway? Oh, my big old head's in the way. Symbol versus a gift or a threat. Bury. Draw up to 4 cards from the clock to add 1 body die for each card drawn. Sacrifice any omens and confront any threats after this confrontation. Huh. Let's roll. Three dice. He's got a body of 3. And he's got 2 strike. Wow, we might end up with this. I have no idea what we're going to do with this fictionally. Yeah, so Frank reaches out. This thing's coming flying at him. He reaches out and he grabs it out of the air. And it's this fat rat. And it like goes, it doesn't go limp. It like, it just like stops and looks at him. He grabs it and he's looking at it and it's looking at him. And Gabrielle's like, where's its wings? He's like, how is this thing flying? He's looking around at it, and it just looks at him, and it like chirps, squeaks, as if it was like talking to him. And he like he lets it go, and it hovers there, and it goes flying off. He's like, what the? And then it feels like it's, and then suddenly he sees it fly around Gabriella. It's flying around, and it stops, and it looks at him, and he's like, what? Should I shoot it? Gabrielle's like, um, she takes out her shotgun. We're gonna assume that Gabrielle has a shotgun. She doesn't have a card for it. Maybe not. Maybe not a shotgun. I say that because of her picture, but she doesn't have a shotgun. He pulls out his gun and tells her, should I shoot it? And it like squeaks a little bit, and it looks at him these weird eyes while it's hovering there, and then it goes off flying around, and then it goes a little bit further in front of them and turns around and squeaks a bit. Does it want us to follow it? Apparently. Well, we don't have anywhere else to go, do we? No. So we're now following the flying rat. Um, Wait. That was Gabrielle. Well, she had 3 body dice anyway. She didn't have, hold on. She doesn't have all those bonus dice though. Well, she would have had 1 less bonus die. It was 8. This is Gabrielle. You should shoot it, he says. She says, no, let's follow it. Gabrielle has the flying rats now. Okay. Told you, it's been a weird day. Weird freaking day. And now it's ending with flying rats. Okay. She's gonna play. She's gonna play an Omen of Doom. Downgrade even virtue dice. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Halligan bar. 3. She has strike. 12, 15. Okay. So I got a downgrade. I got a downgrade. Got it down 5. 5. Still enough to get this. Um, she bangs her foot on something, and she reaches down, and it's like it's a crowbar out here in the desert. A lot of people bury their tires and cars and stuff out here. You never know. We move along. Let's play another one of these Omen of Doom. Yes, we need this badly. Totally. Um, so this, she hits it. It's a crowbar, and sure enough, a few feet further, they find a car, and it's abandoned. But in the center console are a couple bottles of painkiller. Painkiller. Well, let's see if she finds them. I'm hoping she finds them. Let's see. Hack. She's got hack. All right. 6, 79. Oh, I got a downgrade. Virtue dice. Well, that's not a virtue die. That's a bonus die. So that is definitely enough. So she gets this. We're going to use the heck out of that. All right. What else do we find around here? We're going to play an Omen of Hope because things are looking good. Flip this sucker over. Using body out of bonus die. Oh, these creepy ass paper people. See, now I like this light. I wish I would have fixed this earlier. All right. Paper people. So she reaches in. He's looking in the back seat. She goes like, oh, yes. She found some ibuprofen or something. She comes back. I was like, all right, let's. And they turn around, and they're surrounded by these people, like a ring of people, just weird people in weird masks. Frank reaches in, grabs his gun, and Gabrielle puts out her hands, looking around, judging the situation. Initiate. Toss this threat into the air. The saint it lands nearest confronts it instead, ignoring its power. Okay. I'm going to throw it in front of these two, or in the middle of these two. Alright, it's Frank. Alright, Frank. Confront. Cannot play strike gifts. Oh boy, that's shit. That's what Frank does. That's all he's got is strike gifts. What the hell? Alright, so this just got bad. Because we can't do soul. He's only got a 1. 16. Well, okay, fine. Alright, he gets 4 dice. He doesn't have charm. Can he play? Does he have any other gifts he can play? He has no other gifts he can play. Whatever. Okay. No other gifts he can play. How about her? Halligan bar, symbol versus. Jeez, can't play strike gifts. That sucks. Flying rats is even a strike gift. What about Valtava clay? Nope. Boosting body. Boosting body. Boosting body. Fart. All right, we need a 16. Okay, what about mind? He could play. Can she boost mind at all somehow? No. Nope. Okay. Evaluate versus a charm card or soul gift now. Sacrifice, healed, or discard. Oh, sure. I gotta remember that she's got that. That's a good one. Alright, well, she's got the thing where she can discard any number of cards. Ooh. That's kind of an interesting thought. Alright, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, buddy. What did I just do with... Oh. No. Oh, okay. We're going to roll him. Oh, wait. We're going to mutate. He can help himself. She's going to help out. We're going to be able to re-roll 7 of these bad boys. Let's find out which mutation we're doing. Eight. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fiery. Roll that 6 again. 6. Nice. Damage. Before I suffer damage, they reload 1 card. Okay. We're going to be able to re-roll. Oh, hold on. I'm rolling 2 dice here. 4. I'm going to have to use 4. Confront. Sacrifice any ally gift played. Well, we're not playing any ally gifts, so thanks. I'm going to be able to re-roll 7 of these. I need a 16, which means that's not going to work. Well, it could work, but I have to roll a 6. Let's keep the 5. 3. Wait a minute. 10. 14. Shoot. Okay. I'm going to re-roll these 2. That was re-rolled 3. We get to re-roll this. There we go. Look at that. Shiza. 16. Frank just, he's had enough of shit. He's just dealt with, like, his hand just blew up something. He just caught a flying rat. Well, no, that was all Gabrielle that caught the flying rat. He's following a flying rat in the middle of the desert at night, and now he's surrounded by these weirdos with their masks on. He starts yelling at them, "What the fuck you want? What's going on? Who are you? What do you want?" And it's getting up all agitated, and he's had enough tonight. And he does that, and he comes up, and he's raging, and suddenly they just kind of like let go of their hands and move away. And he's yelling, and Gabrielle comes up and kind of grabs him. He's like, "Come on, come on, don't worry about them, fuck them." And they leave. He doesn't even look back, but she looks back, and they're just kind of like looking at him, watching them walk away, like this, and then they turn back and circle back around the car. She's like, I don't even know what that was about. That was Frank, but that was actually her turn. And now she's going to pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She doesn't need a draw, which is good. So it's Frank's turn. Omen of Doom, Obsolescence. Well, we are chilling. We're going to do good. Simple using soul. Add a bonus die. Well, that's good because... Oh, there's that Jacob's Ladder again. Uses mind. And sense. Oh, geez. Okay. The last episode, when Frank found the Jacob's Ladder, I said it was his kind of mind state. And that's true now, too. Walking away from those people, like, even when he saw all the messed up shit he sees on the job in Chicago, aside from killing the skinwalkers, very rarely did he see skinwalkers in actually monster mode. He just knew what they were. He could sense them. So a lot of times he didn't have to deal with the actual supernatural stuff. And the supernatural stuff he did run into, he could easily write off in his mind as being other things. This experience is just like it's taking him getting some used to, and he's got that feeling that his life's being tore apart a little bit. But he's a good soldier. He's going to use that. He's going to use it. Should I play another Omen of Doom? Yeah, why not? Alright, Obsolescence. Can't play tool gifts. Cajun Spice. Cajun Spice. Alright. We'll roll Rage, I suppose. He's got no hack. Okay. Feels something in his pocket. He reaches down and he pulls out, and he forgot he had brought this with him. It's pepper spray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screw it. We're gonna play Omen of Doom Waste. When you play your first card during this investigation, discard 1 card. Okay. So, they continue on, luckily, for the next 15 minutes, following what they think is the tire tracks from the motorcycles from the Wild Hunt. They don't meet any more weird stuff. Ain't no unicorns. Ain't no other monsters just running around the desert. But as they get a little further out, they do notice they do see something lit up, and it looks like a small stage. And there are people milling about and like milling about it. As they walk up, they can see there's a small crowd. And they're watching somebody on the stage. Frank recognizes him as being the guy he had caught at the hotel, and he's like, that's the other one. Okay, all right, she says, let's go. Initiate. Sacrifice 1 gift, otherwise this threat escapes. All right, so he's... Oh, yeah, that's no problem. So, as he's walking up, he sees this guy, this fractious Creef. Frank remembers... he's a detective. He's used to things making sense. He's used to making things make sense. Seeing this guy, something about it makes sense to him. It's like he'd seen him before. It's just like the Wombwell dude. They might be creatures or they might not be necessarily human, but they're playing in reality. And they might play by their own rules sometimes, but they're still playing by rules he understands. This um, wandering in the desert brought him to this guy. Being the detective brought him to this guy. He's feeling a little less like his life's being torn apart. That part goes away. That weakness, that weak thought leaves his brain. We're gonna sacrifice that. Fractious doesn't even see him coming. They walk around and they go up the stage to confront him. He's doing some weird magic stuff. They they had heard motorcycles as they come up, but they don't see them now. They're not quite sure what's going on here. Um, okay, let's rock and roll. This is Frank, though. Okay, he's got to use his mind and charm and conjure. He has no cards to help him. She does. Hmm. Hmm. Confront any threats after this conflict. I'm trying to decide if I want to use the flying rats. This is Frank's turn. Okay, she can definitely use the Halligan bar. She can recycle this to add one. She's going to add a rage die. And then she's got bones, so she can help in the evaluate stage. Dang. She might end up using the... I got a little combo I'm looking forward to using. She can discard these cards to change values. She might have to. All we need is a 13. We're going to mutate. Roll one die. Oh, wait, hold on. Find out which one it is. Mutation number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rock solid. Six. Almost every mutation I've rolled a 6 tonight. That's awesome. A symbol. Add one body die. Thank you very much. Sure will. All right. We're going to be able to re-roll. What am I doing? We're using mind. He can't use mind. I mean, no one's going to help him with mind. Can't mutate it. Seven, 8. Okay. Gabrielle's going to use her motion machine. Discard 1, 2, 3 cards. No. Wait, this is going to upgrade. Oh boy. I need more than upgrading. I need flipping. Okay, she's got the bones. She's going to discard this bones to re-roll one die and trash one die. Alright, that's 11, 12, 13, ladies and gentlemen. Frank goes up one side of the stage. Gabrielle goes up the other. Fractious looks over and he sees Frank, and he goes to move off the other one, and that's when he sees Gabriella. So he's stuck on the stage. What? Whoa. Hello, friend. How you doing? You brought a lady with you? You want to see the show? No. I want to know where Jerome is. I want to know now. When you win, draw one new mind gift. Display one death by this threat. Win. Draw one new mind gift. Display one new death by this threat. Their hand size is increased by 1 for each death by this threat. We have a star clock. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with a star clock. I'm going to slot him, but no, we don't want to see a show unless you're going to show me where Jerome is. Where's my friend? Tell me now, or we're throwing you off this stage and stomping your ass into the dirt. Fractious looks between him and Gabriella, and then okay. Says says I can't really tell you. So many I meet so many people on this trip. I just can't. Frank grabs him and takes him up to the stage. Takes him off the edge of the stage and holds him because he's not a very big dude. Little hairy, reminds him of a skinwalker, but he isn't. He's more feral looking kind of person than actually an animal. He doesn't smell like a skinwalker. But Frank is holding him off the stage. Says, I want to know who my friend is. His name is Jerome. You know who I'm talking about. He's staring in his eyes. And Fractious squirms a little bit. And then and then puts in this huge burst of squirming. Like he's like, and he pushes away, and Frank like loses his footing. He feels Gabrielle try to grab him, and he falls, and he's like, fuck. As he's falling. I mean, it's like it's a pretty tall stage. It's maybe 8 or 9 feet. It's not gonna kill anybody, but there's like fencing, like metal fencing, and but Frank's like, fuck this. He turns as they're falling, and Fractious falls with them, and he hits the. Oh. You're hearing. Really? Huh. You're hearing something. Let me. That's weird. I don't got anything going on here. I wonder if I. Hold on. Oh, hold on. All right. I had something on. I realized, audio wise. Let me know if you hear it again. Do you hear it now? Frank and Fractious fall off the stage. Frank puts Fractious in front of him, and they hit the. No. Fractious scrambles, and he won't let Frank won't let go of him as they're falling, and Fractious is trying to push off him, and Frank and him both hit this guardrail fencing, metal fencing, and Frank takes 3 body damage, but he doesn't let go. He doesn't let go. He's got to take 3 body. Here we go. Takes 3 body damage, but he doesn't let go, and he gets up. And Fractious like, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Look, look. Let's go back to the hotel, and I'll show you where he is. That's a good buddy, Frank says, and he slaps him really hard in the face. That's a really good buddy. That hurt. Now we're contracting. We gotta put him in. He's gonna slot Fractious. We're gonna play that he's with us now for a little bit. And he sealed this. We're heading to the. This goes in his discard pile. That is her bones. Told you, man. I haven't been joking. It's been a weird day. Nothing's going right today. It started right this morning. Otherwise, it was a pretty decent day, but just things have gone wrong over and over again. Okay. So they head back to casino. It's the last location. Got Fractious with him. Um, Frank is ending his turn. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good, good, good. He's got an extra shot too. Perfect. Okay, he's going to be able to heal. Gabrielle's going to go. Draws an Omen of Doom. She's going to, during the support phase, she is going to play Memory Color to heal 3. The casino is, when you lose, you discard 1 gift matching the virtue used. Pain, and evaluate trash the highest rage die. Holy crap. Look at that guy. Huh. Okay, so when they walk into this casino, Fractious takes them to the floor that Frank had visited in the last time he'd been here. He's like, "Come on." Fractious like, "Come this way," and then he opens up. He takes him to a suite. He's like, "Yeah. Come here. Jerome's in here. Come on in." And opens up the door and brings him in. He's like, "Yeah. He's in the bedroom." Frank and Gabrielle look at each other because this is not their first rodeo. Is it better heroic or no? Oh, you're doing it because of the dude. Yeah, this guy is crazy looking. Toko Loshi, man. You put your left eye in, you take your left eye out. Fractious opens up this bedroom door, and Gabrielle and Frank can't see him, but Frank's got his hand on his gun, and he's thinking that Fractious is going to be able to get away from him. But when what comes barreling out of the bedroom, like surprises both Frank and Gabrielle, and they don't notice Fractious run off to the side. This thing with the 6 eyes and the huge gaping mouth and screaming comes rushing out of the bedroom, the suite's bedroom, coming right at Gabriella. Evaluate when not sensing. Increase the target by 2. Oh boy. Oh boy. I wish Frank could meet this dude. And evaluate trash the highest rage die too. Jeez. This nice. Alright, win. Contract this threat. While contracted, mutate, add 1 mutation die, and lose, heal 1. Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, I'd love to avoid. Can I avoid? How many cards we got in the clock? We got a lot of cards in the clock. I think it might be flying rat time. Yeah. The flying rats kind of disappeared a bit on their way back through the desert to the hotel, to the casino hotel. Maybe it's time they made an appearance. She's got nothing to play here. Why did I throw that Omen down? I have no idea. So it's going to be a 15 on red. She doesn't have conjure or sense. Alright, we're going to do it. Flying rats are going to come. Alright, so flying rats means I am assembling versus a threat. I bury this. I'm going to draw up to 4 cards from the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bushwhack. Damn. So I was kind of hoping I wouldn't pull any monsters. I've got to confront this bushwhack after this, but this lets me, these 3 omens and that let me play 4 body cards. Body dice on this. I don't want to mutate, man. Oh, it doesn't matter. I can't mutate anyway. Frank can't help with rage. Typical. Typical. Okay. So the almonds are going away. That thins my almonds out quite a bit. I should have just went with 3. We're gonna roll these. Hells yeah. What am I doing? I gotta evaluate trash the highest rage die. Okay. I got a high 6, right? But I got 2 6s and a 5 here. That's a 4. So that's all I needed. Um, this thing comes rushing out, and Gabrielle's surprised at first, but not for very long. As this big crazy thing comes running at her, it's used to people like being horrified and soiling themselves and not moving or running or falling or just fainting. It's not used to someone who just stares it down as it runs at it. It comes running at it and it doesn't notice her. She takes out its feet, she sweeps its legs, and it falls down and crashes into a big glass table. She jumps on it and hits it as hard as she can in the back of its head with um, her weapon, her gun, her blunderbuss. Boom, boom, boom. Constant smash in the back of its head, and it doesn't get back up. She's contracting it. I'm going to sacrifice a desire to help. It's a fleeting fragment that heals your discard pile. I'm going to use it on Frank. Heal his discard pile because he's getting pretty low. And then this thing goes in here because that's full up. Oh wait, was I full up? Yes, I was full up. Definitely full up. All right, so this guy's taken out. As she's on its back and she's bashing it in at the back of its head, something else comes jumping out, because rushing out. It happens faster than Frank can even tell, and jumps on her back. These guys are buried. Bushwhack. Wait, what are you question marking? Can you not hear me? Wait, yes is what? Oh wait, I'm a little bit behind right now. I mean, yeah. There's a bit of lag. I'm hoping that fixed it. She's got to take out this bushwhack. I ain't never shot a man who's looking at me. No noise now? Good. Good. That was a great way to finish off my day, I'll tell you that. I don't think this one's going up on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to paraphrase this and kind of gloss over it. But I like this because this is my first play at how Frank and Gabrielle are going to play together. Bushwhack. She's got to take care of this guy. She's got a nothing. She could use body. When investigate again. I don't want, no. Don't want to use body? Yes, because I can discard this too. She's got Valtava clay she can use to boost body. And, yeah, sorry about that. My snowball had been unplugged earlier, and I plugged it back in, but the problem is OBS switched to the microphone in my webcam, which is nowhere near as good as my snowball, and I did not know that. I apologize. I'm not going to be able to put this up on YouTube, I don't think. But that's okay. This is a trial run of Gabriella and Frank. We'll see if they find Jerome. We need to roll. She has no sense. For lose it. I don't. I'm good to go into my mutation. I guess we could mutate it. Body. Frank can help the body. So let's mutate. This is a Fey threat. So she's got to add. That should. Oh, no. She's good. This is going to be mutation number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Terrifying. Awesome. Thanks, Heroic. Thanks for letting me know, man. 4. Reload 1 gift. I don't have any gifts, so... Okay. Anyway, so... She's going to be able to re-roll 3 of these. Oh, boy, am I going to need it. Do I keep that 4? Sure. Hells yeah. All right, 14. So this thing comes rushing out at her. It's more a shadow than anything else. Before Frank can even bust into... He's fast, but he's still... Yeah, let's say he was kind of in shock at this thing that came out of the bedroom. But before he knows it, Gabrielle's got this thing that whatever jumped to her like a shadow-like person. She's flipped it, and it's flung out and hit the wall, and she's up and stepping on its throat and bashing it in the head too. Lose. Nope. We did not lose. She looks at him. She's like, "Are you gonna help?" He's like, "What? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry." And she's got to draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy. I healed him, but she needs it now. We're passing a turn to Frank. You gonna help? Shit. And when she says that, they hear something. He turns, and yet another person, it's like a clown car of monsters, comes out of that bedroom. And this guy, Boxman, this guy looks like he's the driver, right? He comes bucking out. He's like he was supposed to, or he was the watcher. He was sitting there keeping an eye on the handler of this Tokoloshi man and the bushwhacker. During a symbol, discard 1 card for each bonus die. Evaluate. Keep 2 dice. If the total does not equal the target, go to lose and suffer 1 die of soul damage. We can use mind, though? Oh, it's got to match the target. Oh, shiza. That means I gotta roll double 1s, a 2 and a 1, or double 6s. Or not double 6s, anything. Don't equal 12. Actually, double 6s. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. This guy sucks. Alright, well, can I actually avoid this guy? Do I have something I can use to avoid? Nope. Oh, yeah. He's going to pass this card over to her. Before this all happened, he's going to pass the extra shot over to Gabrielle. Yeah, here, take this. Okay. What do you think we got a better chance of that explains that explains some things from when I was doing some videos the other night. It's probably what happened the other night too. Yeah, because the mic on these cameras aren't the HD. The webcam isn't very good. Not at all. So which is most likely something we could do. Double ones, a 1 and a 2, or double sixes. Let's do double sixes. Rage. Oh, this is him. So he's actually got sense. He's going to have to discard a card for... Alright, he's got 4 rage, and he's going to add a bonus die. He's going to have to discard a card for the bonus die. So we'll both discard this grifter. And then we got to roll, and what I want are 2 6s. What I'm not getting... Well, this is cool. I'm going to do this. Gabrielle can use her motion machine. She can discard 2 cards. Dream Snare and a Gearbox. She's going to discard 2 cards to upgrade the number of dice shown in the number, showing a number higher than the number of cards in your hand. She's got 4. These are 5. She's going to upgrade these to double 6s. Then he's going to keep these 2. 6 and 6 is 12. And he does not lose. He goes to help her. He's like, yeah, and then they hear the noise. They both look, and she looks at him. She's like, this is yours. This one's yours. He's like, yeah. And he walks up, and this guy kind of looks at him like all haughty, and Frank just does a Chicago Chi-Town beat. Boom, boom, boom. Guy's down on his knees. Pow. Guy's down. It's like, and he looks back at Gabrielle kind of like, I'm happy with myself, and she's like, she wasn't even paying attention. She's like rifling through things, looking through stuff, and he's like, she didn't see me do that. Okay. Frank is going to... He doesn't have another omen, so he's going to draw back up to 4. She's going to play an extra shot, sacrifice it to heal 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy, I needed that. And oh wait, I gotta draw this. Omen of Doom, predictability. You may stash this omen instead of sacrificing it to unstash 1 omen. Alright, I might do that. Gallow glasses. Interesting. They let you see the death on the battlefield. Then you know that you die on the battlefield. Evaluate when keeping dice. Discard, add +2 for each dice showing a 2. I don't know. Alright, so I told you Gabrielle was rifling through pockets. Let's see if she finds these gallow glasses. A lot of sense going on. She's got 3 in the mind. She doesn't find them. I don't really care about them. She does not find them. Alright, she's going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pass this over to him. Finally. He's feeling pretty good. Magic Mason jar. Another oddity they find in the hotel room, possibly. He's going to roll mind. With a sense. Because he's got some. And symbol versus gift, add a bonus die. Well, alright. Thank you very much. I sure will. 5 and 5 and 12. Alright. He finds this. He knows it's something. He's looking at it. He knows he sees something in it, like a ghost or something. It's weird. It makes him feel weird again. Enough to lose his good mood. Sorceress Apprentice. A damned ally. Nice. That's mine, says a voice from nearby. Well, we'll see. We'll roll and see if this happens. If this encounter happens. Mind 12, conjure, study. He has neither of those. Let's see. What's this guy do? Discard a boost mind. Yep. Recycle, heal 1 conjure gift. Symbol versus a damned, deathless, or fey card. Discard, add 2 bonus. Okay, we want this guy. How do we get this guy? Well, he's got this star clock that he picked up. He can discard it to boost mind. That's a boost there. And then he's got Dead Sea Salt, so that'll help. And then what's she got? I really don't want to mutate. Oh well. Let's mutate. Mutation number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's fiery. No, that's right. It's mutate versus a damned or fey card. Who's mutating this? This is Gabrielle. I can't forget this is Gabrielle. We're gonna have to add 2 dice to this check. This is Gabrielle, right? No, this is her. This is not her. This is him. He found the magic mason jar. Yes, this is Frank. Frank doesn't have any contracts with damned, so he doesn't have to roll multiple mutation dice. He rolls this. It's a 4. Lose, suffer 1 die of body damage, trashing 6s. Okay, well, let's not lose. Got to gamble at least 1 die, though. All right, he's going to be able to re-roll 3 of these. I have to gamble 1 die. So 6. Odds I have to discard it. So that's good. And that's fantastic. That gave me enough. That's mine. He whips around. There's a kid who come in through the other door from the hallway. And he's like, what is this thing? And the kid comes in and he looks at the Takalosha man and his eyes widen. And he looks over at Gabrielle, who's getting up from the body of the shadow dude. And the other big dude's laying on the floor, passed out, knocked out by Frank. And the kid looks back at them. It's like, well, oh shit, you know what? Well, no. I was going to say maybe this is Jerome, but no. Yes. No. Yes. It makes too much sense. It's too good. That's mine. Frank turns around with the mason jar, and standing in front of him is Jerome. And they look at each other like, what the... And Jerome's like, what are you... Frank, what are you doing here? Frank said, I'm coming for you, kid. We roll the mind dice. I want to make sure you're all right. I'm okay. I'm learning. Do you know what you're dealing with? I do. So he rolls mind. Frank's gonna talk to this kid. He gets him to open up and tell him what's going on. But the kid's already made. Yes, this is perfect. The kid's already sold not sold his soul, but he's made a contract that he can't break. And Frank's like, no, there are no contracts we can't break. Who did you make a contract with? Because we need to talk to them. And so after some reasoning and stuff, Jerome agrees to tell him, or at least help him find the person that he has a contract with. He knows that Frank is kind of as single-minded as his dad was, so Frank's not going to let go. So Jerome figures, well, either he'll get me out of the contract or he'll get his ass in his own contract. Plus, Jerome's got a hardcore crush on Gabrielle, like, immediately. So we have this now. It's time to get out of this casino. Too perfect. He doesn't have any more. Frank doesn't have any more omens, so we're going to pass it over to Gabrielle. Punishment. Sacrifice, flip your Nexus to Doom. Yeah. And evaluate trash one die if you do not roll doubles. Oh, really? A grimoire. A grimoire. All right. Mind. Let's do mind. -3. She doesn't have study. A lot of conjure and study and all that crap. We're doing mind. I'll discard a marked deck to add a mind die. To boost. Boost! What's boost with? The Wolfram Cube. 5, 7, 12. Not 16. I think I need to discard a gift matching the virtue used because I lost that. So I'll discard the marked deck. Discard this. This goes there. Boo, she did not find the grimoire. Frank's like, no, she goes, hold on. She went to go in the into that bedroom. And she glances around and Frank's like, we gotta go. Let's get out of here. He's got Jerome. He wants to leave. Fine. So they walk out of the room. Oops. Gabrielle doesn't have any more cards left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any more omens left. All right, we need to hurry the F out of here. We're running. Oh, shit. All the monsters at the bottom of the deck. This is great. They come out of the hallway and they come face to face with a little pack of these things. Little small hairy dudes who beat red eyes. Jerome goes, hey, it's all right. These guys, and he looks at them and he looks at Frank, really hate you. He moves back a little bit as they come running at Frank. We got to display on one non-ally gift. All right, we're going to display the Magic Mason Jar. Magic Mason Jar. Oh, man, this sucks. Shuffle. All right, anyway, soul. This ain't going to go good. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to go bad. I wish I could avoid it. Alrighty then. One soul die. Well, Sorcerer Jerome, a symbol versus a damn deathless or fey card. This is a fantastic card. Jerome is a very good card. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Anyway, a symbol versus I can discard him to add 2 bonus dice. It's freaking amazing. Alright, he can't do anything else there. He's got sense, so he gets to add that. Oh wait, a void versus a threat. Bingo. Hold up. Gabrielle is fast with the protection pour. She comes out, finds Frank and Jerome staring down these guys. She's fast with the incantation. Now that she sees these things and she understands what it is, she drops the protection pour in front of them. You can't pass, she says. And anyway, so she's playing that. Avoid versus a threat. Sacrifice, add, avoid, and reload the threat, then go to the end. Wait, reload? I don't want to reload. Well, she reloads it, then she can deal with it, right? No, then she won't have a... Shit. Never mind. We might as well just have Frank deal with it. He's got more cards anyway. He can take a hit. So, alright. 4 dice. I don't want to mutate it. Oh, come on. Bad roll. Come on, give me them fleeting fragment hit. Give it to me. Give it to me. She can... No, she's low on cards, man. She can't do that. He's going to have to take the hit. These things jump him. They're like, rah! He's throwing them off. And finally, he throws the last one. They go running off down the hall, but he took a bunch of damage. He's hurting. Gabrielle and Jerome go underneath his arms to grab him, to kind of carry him. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got lost. I got to shuffle the gift into the Nexus. Alrighty. We got to get out of here soon. Gabrielle's up. She's playing Righteous Anger. Yes, this is what we want. The little dudes go running off, and coming around the hall is they go running and go behind Fractious. Right? That is Fractious? Yeah, Fractious. He's standing there. Frank's like, "You bastard." He's like, Fractious like, "Hey, look, you found your oh my god, why am I forgetting this guy's name? Starts with a J. I see you found your friend." But you see, you owe me now. I don't owe you shit, Frank says. And Gabrielle doesn't even let him get any further talking. She rushes down the hall. This is her. This is the end. We gotta get past him, and then we could, and suffer 1 die of soul damage. Yeah, and we'll be done. So, how do we finish this? It's mine. Initiate. Sacrifice 1 gift. Otherwise, this threat escapes. No. Oh, yeah, we're going to sacrifice a threat. Sure. I mean, a gift. We'll sacrifice the protection pour. Right? Yeah. I hope that'll work. Or the snakeskin. I don't want to give up the snakeskin boots. I don't want to give up the picks because I don't want to take any damage. Well, we're going to take damage anyway. Yeah. Or do we let him escape? Because Gabrielle needs to be Frank that takes this guy on instead of her. What do we got going on here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 omens left. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Will be 5. 5 cards. Well, look at it this way. If we win, we get to draw a new mind gift, and she won't have to draw a card. So, why don't we do that where she's not going to play a card? Her mind is 3. She can help herself. Frank can help. Frank's got bones. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, what's he got? He's conjure. Of course, she doesn't have any card. Oh, she's got charm. Sweet. At least it's 4 dice to get 13. That's not bad. That's not crazy at all. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to mutate the sucker. Mutate. We first figure out which mutation it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Resolute. This is who's mutating. She is mutating. Of course. Evaluate. Suffer 1 soul damage to each rolled body and rage die. Oh, thank God. All right, that's okay. No one's rolling body or rage. All right, she can re-roll 6 of these cards. We're gonna dice. 5. All right, that's 12. We could re-roll. What did I say? 6 of them? Yeah. There's 2. Ugh. 4. There we go. Okay, so Gabrielle doesn't even listen. Fractious he wants to have a little glory villain moment, but Gabrielle just starts walking down the hall at him. As she's walking, she's talking to him. She's saying that she asks him, "Are you the one who has the kid's contract?" And Fractious is like, "Well, not technically." "Well, who does? We want to talk to we want to talk to him or her." "But wait, hold on. You owe me. We don't owe you anything. In fact, you owe us because we saved your life." He says, "What? I didn't. How did you save? Did you die from that fall?" "No. No." "Well, Frank saved you from dying from that fall." Technically, I'm right. And she gets up in his face. "Technically, you may owe us more than what you've done so far. And I'm not even going to count walking us into an ambush." "Well, how was... Just go. Let's go. You know what? Let me go. I'm going to go. I'm going to go right now. This is..." And he turns and runs, looking back over his shoulder to make sure the scary lady wasn't following him. I got a new mind gift, and she's at 5, so she's not going to be drawing any cards, which is good because she get a death. And this is even better. This is great. So we got to seal this. She's going to use her picks to sacrifice to succeed at guarding this nexus so she doesn't take a die of soul damage. And this... Oh, wait. Yes. No, she's got to do it because this isn't a master. And boom. We are sealed. We are sealed. All right. He goes off. The kid and Gabrielle carry Frank out. Help him down. He's a little hurt. Back to the hotel. And... where we're going to start next week is, this is great. This helped me figure this out. I wasn't sure how we were going to start on this. This is even better than I could have imagined. The kid has been in Vegas a little bit longer, and he wanted to learn things. He wanted to learn magic and shit like that. He signed a contract in order to do that. He's gotten to know the lay of the land in Vegas to a degree. Him taking Frank and Gabrielle to who wrote the contract to him is going to start them off on what's going to happen in the Book of the Damned. That's going to be the trigger. We do have wherever you are, a fragment somewhere. I don't know exactly what happened to... I'll have to figure that out. sure what happens some of these cards. Like I said, it's been a rough day. All right. Well, Frank and them are going to have new fleeting fragments, or our new fragment at some point. As soon as I find the mission card. Oh wait, it's right in freaking front of me. All right, yay! Let's see what we got here. 1, 2. All right. The private collection. In the elevator, you see a button you never noticed before. You press it out of curiosity, hoping it doesn't set off an alarm, and are surprised when the elevator lurches down, even though you're already on the bottom floor. It descends for more than a minute. When the doors open, you see nothing outside, just raw blackness, the smell of earth, and the distant sound of voices wailing. Evaluate. Treat one cocked die as a 6. And terminate. Re-rolls that die, then discards that number of cards from the top of their deck. I don't know. Who's gonna... I don't do anything... Well... Unless I start rolling up against the box. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. Price of victory. It's just like the stories you remember from books, comics, or movies. The energy and exhilaration are there. The triumph and danger of being a hero. Just like you always dreamed. You're doing capital G good in the world, and you hardly notice the cost anymore. The only thing is, didn't you used to have a sister? Oh, I remember reading this. Sacrifice may give somebody a gift, then that somebody may give them a gift. I like this one. Tales we tell is going to be... Your mother used to swear that she'd driven through the end of the rainbow. She passed through the colors one by one and came out the other side with her once green Malibu, now painted a deep violet. And of course you didn't believe her, so eventually she took you through too. That's why your eyes glow red. You swear. That's a pretty good one. Sacrifice to succeed at guarding or sealing their nexus. That's a hard yes. I don't want this private collection one. I'll take the price of victory. I'll pass. Hard pass. All right. All right, so that's the plan. The plan is to start the Book of the Damned next Friday with Gabrielle and Frank going after the contract of the kid. Jerome's contract. Try to get him out of it. Jerome secretly doesn't really want to get out of it. We'll see how that all rolls out. And there's going to be something bigger at play here, of course. Of course. All right, Heroic, thank you very much for your help with the sound. I got to remember to check that. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for joining me on this crazy day. I'm going to go to bed. Viva la dungeon!